Joining us now, we have a fashion designer, CEO, and show host, Joana Marie Lazaro, CEO and co-owner of Laurus Enterprises, which organizes Millionaire Mind Intensive Philippines, a world-renowned training seminar helping people reach financial freedom. It's a beautiful day. Joana, good morning and welcome to the show.
Grand Rising, girls, and thank you so much for having me. Indeed, it's a beautiful day today.
You know, Mo and I are excited because we feel like after this interview, we are going to be having not a millionaire mindset, but a billionaire mindset.
It is done. You're on your way to being the billionaires that you always want to be.
Oh my goodness.
I need that energy.
I
I'm
know.
like, yes.
Yeah.
I feel empowered right now. But Joana, you've mentioned in your past interviews that you grew up in poverty, in the slums,
Yes.
as you put it, and then you transformed your life. And we want to know, can you take us through this journey of yours, how that upbringing made you who you are today?
Thank you so much. So, Grand Rising to all the viewers of It's a Beautiful Day. Thank you so much again for having me. I grew up from the slums. So I grew up from poverty. Money has always been the issue in our household.
Okay.
My parents would always have an argument. They would always fight because of money. So most of the time, there were more luck rather than there's abundance. And because, you know, in that kind of environment, proper mindset, having the rich mindset, thinking of life differently, it doesn't exist at the time. And the height of the poverty for me was when I was 18 years old, and my mom and I had to eat a spoiled rice, panis na kanin.
Panis na kanin, okay.
Yeah, which she recooked. So she washed it, she recooked it, and then she served it for the two of us. At the time, our family were separated from each other. So my siblings were in the province. Another sibling was in Manila because at that time we were living in Cavite, in Dasmariñas, Cavite. And we have nothing left to eat except that spoiled rice. And my mother, she has always been this very, resilient. I believe the strength that I have, the resilience that I have, I always got it from her.
Okay.
So while she was serving it for us, I really couldn't look at her because I could feel the defeat in her. I'm not yet a mom, but I know that I'm gonna be. But I know the feeling. I kind of understand the feeling that imagine having your child have to eat that kind of food just to survive for that day. So while we were eating that, we were both crying silently. I wasn't looking at her. She wasn't looking at me. So we were just trying to consume the food in front of us so that we can have something on our stomach on that day.
Okay.
So while I was eating that, something in me snapped, and I would call it my silver lining.
Okay.
That's when I made a decision that, you know, I don't want to be a victim of my circumstances anymore.
Right.
I'm already 18 years old. I can do something about this. So that's when I decided I quit my school, and then I went back to Manila and I started working and I started helping the family financially. So the person that I am right now, I always attribute it to that moment in our life that panis na kanin actually molded me to the person that I am right now. And it would always be my guiding light. You know, whenever hardships would happen, something challenging would come into my life, I just go back to that moment that if I was able to survive that, you know, there's nothing that I cannot survive anymore.
Yeah, your story is amazing and definitely super inspiring. And I understand you wear a lot of hats.
Yes.
You're a fashion designer, CEO, event organizer, and more. How do you find time to have time for yourself and just balance all of that?
Yeah, self-care is actually very important, you know. But of course, I would have to attribute it because right now we are actually hiring a lot of people, and because we are growing, we are scaling, and we are really investing in our staff, in our employees. That gives us that gives my business partner and I some time actually to take good care of ourselves. So there would be instances that we won't work on a weekend, we will go on a vacation, and then we will tell each other, okay guys, I'm going on a vacation, I'm going out with my husband, so we won't bother each other. So we really have to be intentional. I think that's the word. I just have to be intentional that I should always have a me time. Like I would go to my skin clinic to have my pamper time. I would always have my massage at least once a week. So those are the things that I do so that I can take care of
Right.
myself. And I love going to the mall just to buy stuff, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah,
I love shopping, but not the one that I splurge a lot. But I just love to buy kahit yung mga maliliit na bagay.
Yes,
It
yes,
makes me
yes.
so
We have
happy.
to reward
Take note,
yourself.
and every
Yeah.
week we got to get a massage and like
I-
a facial and everything.
Yes.
Much needed.
I think we already do that.
I don't know if it's once a week, but maybe every 2 weeks
Yeah.
we do.
Yes, yes.
gotta up
I
it.
have actually I have two masseurs that
Wow.
they would go
Okay.
to my home. So
Okay.
I would request them. When I feel so tired, when I feel so heavy, the massage would really lift me up.
Okay, we'll probably get
And I'm
your-
happy already with that.
We'll
Yeah.
get your masseuse's number after the show.
Kasi you're helping a lot of people, and you won't be able to help other people if you know, cannot love yourself first.
Exactly.
Right? Or
As we
take care
always
of
say, you cannot give
yourself
from an
first.
empty cup.
Exactly.
Yeah, so we always have to fill our own cups first and then give from our overflow.
Right. Joanna, can you tell us more about Laurus Enterprises and Millionaire Mind? I am
That
curious.
billionaire mindset.
Billionaire
Yes.
mindset. We're officially changing
Yeah,
it
we're
today.
officially changing
but
it.
yeah,
Yes,
Millionaire
let's
Mind,
do that.
we want to know more about this.
Yes, okay. Laurus Enterprises, we are an events organizing company, and for
Okay.
the past 20 years, we have already helped transform the lives of more than 30,000 people here in the
Wow.
Philippines. We
Okay.
are doing seminars, workshops, and trainings related to personal growth and professional development.
Okay.
So one of the events that we do is the Millionaire Mind Intensive, which is actually an international event. So also because of the MMI, we also have the National Achievers Congress, the Cash Flow 101 workshop, Unmessable, Takeoff Summit. Our company is also the one who brings international speakers and trainers to the Philippines. So if you're familiar with Robert Kiyosaki, Gary Vaynerchuk, Vishen Lakiani, Ken Honda, and a lot more, it was our company who actually brought them. So that's what we do. We make personal education very accessible and very affordable to the Filipino people. Because imagine, for you to actually meet them, you have to go out of the country. You have to pay for your airfare, your hotel,
Right.
plus of course the tickets. And the tickets would cost a lot. But because of what we're doing, it's a part of our mission, actually an advocacy. Because I am a product of personal development. My life changed because of personal development. So that's why I made it my personal mission also, that I want to share personal education to a lot more people. Because if I can do it, definitely a lot more people can do it, only if they invest in their own personal growth as well.
I want to touch base and talk more about that millionaire
Yes.
mindset. Let's
Yeah.
talk about that. How do we get from point A to point B? And
Ayan.
give us some tips on the show.
Yeah, Millionaire Mind Intensive is actually an international event created by T. Harv Eker. So he's the best-selling author of the book Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. So I believe more than 20 years already, and this event is actually happening around the world, and millions of people have already benefited from this seminar. It started here in the Philippines in 2016. That was the first time that we brought it. So it's all about the psychology behind money. Okay, the secret
Okay.
psychology about money. So in the Millionaire Mind Intensive, it would allow you to actually see what was happening behind you. So what were the beliefs, what were the limiting beliefs that you have, and what are the things that actually sabotages your success? It actually like a mirror. Like you will be given a mirror and you would see exactly what's happening. Why are you struggling with money? Why is it that despite you're already earning a lot, you're still struggling financially? So the Millionaire Mind Intensive would actually help you uncover and discover those things, and it's going to give you the tools so that you really can change your life.
And when does this event normally take place here in the Philippines?
We just had one last February. The next one is going to happen on July 25 to 27 at One Space, One Ayala in Makati.
You know,
So
I
it's a
wa-
3-day event.
I want to touch on that when you mentioned, financial literacy, like
Yes.
understanding your money and really controlling your finances, right? That is your passion. That is what's being taught here in your seminar. What are the common misconceptions about money that you see mostly in the people who attend your seminar? Ano yung mga misconceptions about money, finances, expenses, and how does the seminar address these misconceptions?
One of the things that I would always hear from other people, and I used to say this as well, because these are the things that I always hear from the people around me, especially from my parents, mahirap kumita ng pera.
That's
so
true,
many,
though.
many people are actually saying that. But what we didn't know is that whenever we say mahirap, things became hard actually. Kasi nagiging self-prophecy na natin siya. Tayo mismo yung nagdi-dictate na mahirap talaga kumita yung pera. Kaya kahit na gaano pa yung hard work, all the OTs that we are doing, we won't really have the financial success that we have because in our mind, we actually believe mahirap kumita ng pera and money is the root of all evil. So that's why even if you're earning a lot of money, you see money as the tool for you to be an evil person. But what we don't realize is that money is just an amplifier. So meaning, if you're already a bad person, it would only amplify kung gaano ka kasama. Kung mabuti ka ng tao even before, magiging mabuti ka pa rin even if you have a lot of money.
You know, for our viewers who are just starting their journey towards financial independence, financial freedom, what are practical steps that they can do para, you know, to make their money grow? Makaipon pa sila ng more money to have that millionaire mindset. Ano yung mga practical ways that you can suggest?
First and foremost, change our mindset. Second, change our language. Yan. So I think that would be the best two things that we can do. And third, if you find it hard to actually do, there's a lot of trainings and seminars. And even go ka lang sa YouTube, just go to YouTube, and there would be a lot of information there provided on how you can actually change your mindset and language around money.
All right. Thank you so much for your time this morning, Joanna. I wish we had more time because we have so many questions to ask her.
We're trying to learn ourselves.
Exactly. But we will follow you on your socials, and thank you again for joining us this morning, CEO and serial entrepreneur Joana Marie Lazaro. Thank you.
Thank you so much.